Somosi na chesa somewhere in the dejaro no. Pedi behe. Kevin the Kobe Taylor was descending heavily. European friend Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, the current aspiring presidential candidate rather at the NPP Manyokono and Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. When we say report we buy say Frank Anodon Pemo and it say NPP Kokosono. Monam Kukwa say to say Kukuna Mahama Tesono. Almost on Montiasia in Tisadi and your Kukuna say, or Mulekafona communicate. Na mko ba na report mo ga de nyina mo da Bawumia na Bawumia so de na adwena beto dwa se so ba bibi se no be enti eno like Kevin Taylor mu yo tikokum wo dwa brutal wo say now wo ye digital man wo ba wo so wo ye economic messiah se den wo say so twa ho so after the kuku na radio so Bawumia odum de wo ye eni wo so Bawumia 77 produce some pain for mfa Kevin Taylor I quote him. I say Bawumia is a joker. He doesn't know what he's doing. And yet, unwanted comments and we're making about opinion from Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. And the young good team come Kevin Taylor idea now to say, as a man of him, I know what the power young good team.
Bawumia to announce alternative policy response to cocoa sector challenges. Yes, see. Malam, ospeli free ni malam, ospeli free chile malam. You say nege po, negative positive. Sada ba uye freno. So malam Bawumia, malam ni MELLAM. And I also spell malam be free chile so LMELLAM. Iti Bawumia wa nege po, negative positive. Yeah. You see MPP 4 starting anti kuku aseno. There's so much report after cocoa visitation. So Bawumia said they are going to derive a policy from the cocoa visitation. Omwe Jimmy too. Wemu. Oh, nse na omunanam cocoa ase. Edi nkwase sem edi canopy. Sem ka just Bawumia na tua ni nyina o. Sa de na no boye no. Na Bawumia na fande. Oh, nse na na dompram na cocoa ase Jimmy omo. Ye ntiase den. Yes, sir, de nyana Bawumia se omonkoye no omomo ni nyina no na ono Bawumia no onye policy mfiri mumra enti omakoye handing over the Bawumia se oh Mahmudu malam ye kwa around the whole country no sebio eye koko nsama ekohu ye ni nyina ba wo na onim nyansa ye the policy party mu nyina de onim nyansa no nie ye se ondane koko yi ni policy we the whole MPP on the nim nyansa.
The lives of the people of Agbogboloshi matter as much as the lives of the people of East Legon or cantonments. Enti yeba hano yebesi toilets amamo yebesi toilets in all yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all among the people of Agbogboloshi. Usorina uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usorina uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usorina uko toilet uya obejari enyasa obejari enti ye besi bath houses so akaho Usorina uko toilet uya obejari enyasa obejari enti Usorina uko toilet uya obejari enyasa obejari enti ye
Mr. Tano ka se lojun so kwa menkunwa Oshofugu no kuta paper. Ujare na go toilet a obejare ugina stage kasa asem free wano ba. Say amanfo anywhere omejare. Or say ebusa in the question form. O sore na go toilet a obejare ente sa. Just say e bini won say osa the question mark abetua to. Akwa weni bini. Bawumia nyanchon. We biza toilet we questions the question mark atua to. Ai. O sore na ujare a obeni ente sa. Like how? Now the whole MPP where the name answer we your man the president is so windy. You already you don't know. Now it's so interesting, say. Mahmoud Bawumia, MPP4, Ese Omako the whole Ghana, Akofa Koko for Hunsem Yina, Eddie Abreba Bawumia, so Onum Mumun derive a yedien policy in free mumra. Now, Bawumia or a cocoa expert. Bawumia, when did he say he's an agric expert? When did Bawumia say, like, the Juma dia about politics, the man about politics, they say, Koko Juma. Bawumia, when did Bawumia tell us, say, he is an expert in finding solutions to our cocoa problems? When? In 2024, Bawumia, you busan a question, say, Koko for under Ekufuado, mo bre omusu, mo ria musika, Bawumia se onim se Koko for a problem. Na sata we di president for 80 years. Ya busa no 2024 say Mahmudu Malam. Mahmudu Koko for a problem. Ye nyina yehu. Ma ban ba e ma di Koko for sika nyina. E ka esam ho enye sam ekaketwa. Mo anka no kran kire Koko for e ka masa abo ato Ghana so syndicated loan amokọji ya mudi ye de campaign. Unim say Koko for bre. Mahmudu Bawumia gina Ghana for enu ka say ono on da onim say Koko for kra problem ono onim Mahmudu.
Do you believe Cocoa Board has collapsed? And what is your plans for Cocoa Board? I don't want to go deep. Thank you.
Cocoa Board is on the verge of collapse. I'm not aware of that, but we'll look at that. It's on the verge of collapse. I'm not aware of that, but we'll look at that.
Do you believe Cocoa Board has collapsed? And what is your plans for Cocoa Board? I don't want to go deep. Thank you.
Cocoa Board is on the verge of collapse. I'm not aware of that, but we'll look at that. I cannot comment on that. It's not. I don't know where the data is coming from.
For the cocoa farmers, and all of this increased cocoa output.
Do you believe Cocoa Board has collapsed? And what is your plans for Cocoa Board? I don't want to go deep. Thank you.
Cocoa Board is on the verge of collapse. I'm not aware of that, but we'll look at that. I cannot comment on that. It's not. I don't know where the data is coming from.
Do you believe Cocoa Board has collapsed? And what is your plans for Cocoa Board? I don't want to go deep. Thank you.
Cocoa Board is on the verge of collapse. I'm not aware of that, but we'll look at that. I cannot comment on that. It's not. I don't know where the data is coming from.
Jack, as you will see a time. Jack, I call the president 8 years. You busan say Cocoa Board. Unim say goo under you. Okay. I'm not. Okoka was saying he does not see the data. This is 2024. Now, my day interesting. Time and now all the resource, the voice, sitting in cabinet for 8 years. He did not know anything about Cocoa Board. It's interesting. Yen him say Nana Dankwe Kufuor or Agove or a toy president. They be otitin the tone here not no anum wi no ada. And we all knew he was not active. He was not somebody who can reason. Nothing was working. Now, we knew Bawumia in 2024. He was basically running the government. Yebusa Bawumia about Cocoa Board, Cocoa for situation also onim Obianka bibi chense Cocoa Board kura bre Cocoa for bre. Ono mo mfa asem no tonchen because onya data bia. Asem Bawumia ka kire you know. Now interestingly, Bawumia ba opposition. NDC abanyaba oma be di no kura kire Cocoa for akuafo mu nyansa. Ama ma jatum se eye ewiase sikasem ene Cocoa hu nchensem no ama ewiase Cocoa bo nyina kofomba NDC aban oba ebibrem ha omo no mutua Cocoa abodin pa oba Cocoa botoba ko a eye ebibrem ha eye Africa ha Ghana ne tua kese ama Cocoa akuafo dodo no oma be hu no kura na jatum. Interestingly, and Mahmoud Bawumia ehu Cocoa for problem nyina o say me catch say a squirrel will always be a squirrel, a clown will always be a clown. Because on say MPP for no omu hu say Yani Ghana for ni Jimmy. That's how Oma forced Bawumia to believe. Now suddenly, Omodi sa report you come about Bawumia say, oh, ya nanti koko asi nyina te senkra ntie. Ya konya report na je na converting into policy no. E hona Bawumia ni omudi ankomo na e hona Bawumia be kire mo koko senya koko for emo problem wo. After suddenly, Bawumia be hu koko for problem, abe hu koko for solution to their problem. Enye wanwa, enye wanwa. A few months ago, you would say, "Unim koko board for problem koko for." Or say, "Onim." Yeah, the better position. Say, "Say, we wuni na mummy koti Bawumia. We who koko for problem na." This Bawumia.
Do you believe Cocoa?
What I'm looking at with the presentation of this report is to take this report, this select committee report, to the policy committee on agriculture, food security, and agribusiness. That is the policy committee. And we are going to ask this committee to technically review the findings of your report and do the consultation with the experts in the area on the committee, and then bring policy alternatives.
It's just Bawumia. Bawumia is a gecko. Bawumia is a chipmunk. He's basically talking about policy. You see, the NPP, Mekai in 2017, about power no. When say every year be no more word of using, because most of the people who follow the NPP are foolish. Mekai some about power 2017, where don't start to use it social intervention. And I'm like, yeah. Now social intervention yadeba. Social intervention call for and on start to use some other word. More every season biane emwa omunya omo. MPP is basically an animal farm, but also omunya season by season, and almost season biane emwa omunya. And at a point, free social intervention about policy. Oh, give us one policy. NDC does not have policy. Then you ask an MPP person, what is the meaning of policy? And we have policy. And I'm saying, what is it? You said the report about me. Oh, we are going to give it to the policy. What is policy? What is policy? Policy, they say, Omo amote around Paulugu Dam. Dam ni aye. Insuya bem. Farmers need to be go mudiane so. Emwano enya insuyo no manipa so nya insu papa no. That is policy. And one no policy no. Policy ni saying, policy ni say 10 year kora bia wo srem. Sebio wedi 14 15 years obetuma akọ school akọ SS na waba enkran na obi eba be rape no na wakọ srema make sure say we bie school papa wo ho wa ma akora na papa nya dwuma ye through sada na ne papa nya dwuma ye otuma hwa akwa ma akọ school no atoa so and the policy. The idea should reflect and change lives positively. Policy is saying, policy is about bemu. Na Ghana for school for omoko university. Oma for hu chiro mo. Na waka say me summer sen mo first year. Mema mo sike bia mo be ha mo a mo amafo mo omo bra mo ntumi mboa mo no. Ye be ma mo school sike bia every that first year ye beto ya na friend eno intervention e yi nipa free ohia ene ohaw mu ene atete. You can say a policy ne say we see hospital na opinfo bi etu be wurem na wafa no ho afa ne ba na wada ne nyame ase na waka say aban we de e aban amepe ene na fe policy. Eti MPP for they don't understand what policy is. It's just the word. Eti Mahmoud Bawumia to me ko gina stream na oye campaign. Now I catch the MPP for say every village will get a dam, every constituency will get 1 million. Then MPP will say that is a policy. That's not a policy. That is a political talk. There was no thinking behind it. In MPP for they see this as policies.
Transformation of this country. Nana Addo Akufo-Addo is going to bring about a real transformation of this country. After 4 years, you will not recognize. We are going to bring in policies that are going to bring development to our people. Nana Akufo-Addo has said that if you look at this country, the money is there for development, but it stays up, it doesn't come down. The money is there, but it stays up, it doesn't come down. We are going to make sure we bring in a new economic model and make sure the money will come down to our villages for everybody to get that share of the money. We are. I'm a woman. So we are going to make sure the money comes down. We are going to take a portion of our development budget to $75 million and make sure we share it to every constituency in Ghana. So Bunkurugu constituency, every year from 2017, every year without fail, you are going to get the equivalent of 40 billion old cities, $1 million for your development. Every year without fail. We have to help farmers. To help farmers, we have to make sure that tractors are available, that fertilizers are affordable, that weedicides are affordable, that there is water to farm. So we are going to make available for every district a mechanization center. There will be tractors that will help farmers to farm. We are going to make sure the cost of fertilizer is down. But most importantly, we are going to make sure every village that needs a dam, we are going to construct a dam for every village that needs a dam. One village, one dam. One village, one dam. One village, one dam. And that is the way we are going to bring budget to $75 million and make sure we share it to every constituency in Ghana. So Bunkurugu constituency, every year from 2017, every year without fail, you are going to get the equivalent of 40 billion old cities, $1 million for your development. Every year without fail. We have to help farmers. To help farmers, we have to make sure that tractors are available, that fertilizers are affordable, that weedicides are affordable, that there is water to farm. So we are going to make available for every district a mechanization center. There will be tractors that will help farmers to farm. We are going to make sure the cost of fertilizer is down. But most importantly, we are going to make sure every village that needs a dam, we are going to construct a dam for every village that needs a dam. One village, one dam. One village, one dam.
This is to the NPP. This is what they call social intervention policy. So to the NPP, you see, so when they get the opportunity, Sana Bawumia catch yeah, policy. All the things they were saying, and then no policy, no. But you see, when they came to power, they could not implement one. A talk, a rhetoric. It's just talk. MPP for this with Jimmy. And then I was starting, oh, you know, we are going to take this to the policy committee. And policy, what is policy? What is policy? You come to power. We are turning back. Unim de esi on tafo krum. Aban bi de sadabaye. Say nkofo nua enya mmoa na omutumi nya sika nkoma no na omutumi hwa momba wo school. Oba power. Sada ena do nua ba beto so na dane no NDA ena ugu no. Uwie na oso abesi hostel won kran. Wo nananom ne nuanom ma na omugu sirem no. Omomra nkran medem na omunya kayayo. Are you not foolish? Is that a policy? I keep telling people, MPP, so they use words anyhow because the most educated person in the MPP went to JSS. They are the foolish masses. They are not intelligent. Until every day, they play with them. They use words. They don't even understand what policy is. You don't have to say it for us to see. It is the work you put in. You don't have to tell me what the policy is. The work that you put in, what I will get out of it, what the Ghanaian will get out, what the taxpayer gets out of your intentions, their wisdom, the idea, no, that is policy. So it is about the work you put in and what we get out of it. The positive things we get out of it is the policy. So if it does not yield any result, that idea, no, if it does not yield any good result to help the taxpayer, it's never a policy. So you don't necessarily have to open your mouth and say, this policy, this policy. It is the work you do. The end game, the end result of the job, of the work is the policy. And then obi to me ba or say I want to do this. I didn't me person me see school. I didn't me person me see hospital. I didn't me person me a big push. The big push is that I was say Ghana you connect to Ghana no. Okay, the idea is there. How is it going to work? Now the country is under construction. What are they doing? almost they are doing express road, they are doing highways, they are connecting rural areas to central whatever. What are they doing? The end game is that we will be able to bring our produce from the farms quicker. We will be able to travel faster. We will be able to, at the end of the day, make sure that goods and services move quick. It is basically to move the economy, expand the economy for things to move swiftly, protect human lives. That is the big push. So that's the policy. But until it's a reality, until the people see, say, what took our every in crime, we took for highway, be swako system, a brand called it 3 days, but or the 1 day, that is a policy. So it's the end game. What comes out of the idea? The formulation of the idea is one, but the end game, what that idea yields, what it brings out, what at the end of the day, the people benefit from, and then they find a policy. So when it comes to government, and I get them say, one district, one dam, dam will be you are a fool. You have no idea of what you were talking about. One constituency, 1 million. Near Vienna constituency could not boast of even 100,000 Ghana. You are an idiot. When you could not build one hospital, when you tell me you are going to change the health sector, when you tell me you are bringing free SHS, you could not build one E-block, then you are a fool, because that's your idea. The formulation of the idea could not yield results. It's the end game that matters. It's not where you yield the idea from. Any fool can think. Any fool can come up with ideas. But it's about going through, seeing through it, working through it for it to benefit the taxpayer. So the end product becomes the policy. So at the end of the day, any politician can talk, but those that are remembered are the ones who work to make sure the end product benefit its citizenry. And it's they be a try say their word into Bawumia baby, the policy, any fool can say a policy. But the fact of the case is, how has your idea, the formulation of the idea, resulted in policy? Because you were in power for 8 years. We saw how this country was run through the mud. But you made noise about policies. You spoke symposia and symposiums. You insulted everybody. You fooled around. You did all the jokes. But when you were given the job to do, you moved the dollar from 3 to 17. Petrol from 0, from 4, whatever, to 23. Everything was going south and north. We couldn't even understand how. So we are tired of a policy. In 2017, when Bawumia came to power, first time about power,
that we make sure that happens. We've put in place a very first-class economic management team. I would even say world-class, because the Minister of Finance, the very known Wall Street banker, investment banker, really high achiever. The former Minister of Finance, who is deputy vice chair of the economic management team, Yao Safo, he was voted at one time the best finance minister in Africa by the World Economic Forum, and many others. They're just a solid, capable group of individuals who have come together to manage the team, and we meet every week without fail. And so we have a laser-eyed focus on the economy, and we are taking decisions and making sure we monitor what is going on.
This is 2017. Oh, policy, economic management team. Oforiata is what he said. He's a Wall Street banker. I think that's what I catch. Oh, Safumafu, Anotintin, he was once voted as the best Africa finance minister. Kwasiakiko and Kwasiakikanization. Say, I want to shoot a no margin is a Vietnam War. Oh, about power, no. We have a laser eye focus on the area and the Terminator deck. Area and we for shade. Laser eye, no, I've done we for space. And these are people. And the MPP are still stuck to this old principle, old strategy. Oh, we'll give it to the policy group to think about them. We're just serious. Kwame Amwako share policy. Don't if they Kwame Amwako here no. And so we are going to hand it over to the policy committee. And policy committee, I'm not why mo. Kojo Ponkroma. Policy committee, I'm not why. Hey, Oseche Mensa. Oseche Mensa be the MP. How many years? Osi toilet dying. Oseche Mensa Busu. Odi MP be 30 years. Swame. A bini dying or choir campaign. Toilet dying. Oseche. I wish I see this. Oseche Mensa Busu. Me will be a terminal report to her. Oseche Mensa was not the head of committee. Toilet dying, and Okojina swam in another year campaign. So we see toilet down. Or say Chairman Zabuzu. On the policy analysis.
Nabia na NB, a Janabia, and I see a Brosine, a Janabia Crow magazine. Minianum, Mumma and Inaho, won't pay away, Nadiana Ope. Won't pay away, Adiana Ope. I can't numpa Nakotraba. And an NB, a Janabia, and I see a Brosine, a Janabia Crow magazine. Minianum, Mumma and Inaho, won't pay away, Nadiana Ope. Won't pay away, Adiana Ope. I can't numpa Nakotraba. And an NB, a Janabia, and I see a Brosine, a Janabia Crow magazine. Minianum, Mumma and Inaho, won't pay away, Nadiana Ope. Won't pay away, Adiana Ope. And an NB, a Janabia, and I see a Brosine, a Janabia Crow magazine. Minianum, Mumma and Inaho, won't pay away, Nadiana Ope.
This is Osei Chairman Sabunsu, Oka Committee. No. I'm just say Jimiana. You will be a terminal report, or be anywhere in the terminal report. You will be a terminal report. We are going to give the policy committee upon Kruma. Go to upon Kruma the COVID-19 sika 1.5 billion ODA is the Auditor General's report. Why? Akosia Kuma menu. Akosia menu. The minister Bini. Akosia Kuma essence and ho. Me say omo yana ba omi adra froye. So they be tatara ba omi ho. Oh, tiko yakwa koboa Akosia Kuma. Desperate girl who wants power. Akosia Mukada de onim. And you people think we are stupid. We know all these things, so we know your people, your level of thinking. Why do you know what form? If you are going to go the 4-4-2 formation, so 1992 strategy, no, and a kukuye, and a JJ Baboye, and a Ghana dear, where would you chum that you need to comment, you race stage, you know. Yeah, trust our level, no. Hey, Messibe Chaya said we are economists and now we are economists. That is what we are asking. We are asking Mahmoud Bawumia, come and prove to us that you are an economist. Politics are obey me, oba also ye did you, o strike over 10. Any other captains ban the ball. What time World Cup? What time we? Oba also we are from Pong. Ona also obo 2. Yes, just in the share. Oh, politics are obey me. O say now you're there. Now you're economist. 2008 and I'll start a year economic lecture or Ghana. Yantam Ghana Mao, World Bank, IMF, Bank of Ghana, Sikegu, Ubetima Manajibia, resume, ya bobo player be a profiler, yeah, economist. 0 ya boy or ya number 7 just no share or strike it from the left or right. Messi ya boy, ye may be obo. Obia would post dead are you, ye may be Gina, Jordan, dead Semenyo, Pate. Obia would post it. Dear made from Blackstar and a team of born opposition in a fro. I couldn't tell about Ghana politics, so we are economists. One can say we chinchiri. One can say we are caterer. One can say we are space to space into a digital person. O say, oh dear, idea uko school no, economy. Finito langrata. Now uko economy school and the only a koko hunsem. Come and prove to us that we are economists and pan and now we are imposter. You can't was you do at them. You are a Bangladesh. Oh, cannot correct. That is what we are asking. Recently, me to say, MP before President John Mahama on the so or a communicator. He's a communicator. He has always accepted he's a communicator. But Bawumia is a what? We want to know what is Bawumia. Is Bawumia a consonant? Is Bawumia a verb? What adjective is Bawumia? Is Bawumia a sentence that we can form with it? Let us know what Bawumia is. And if you don't let us know what Bawumia is, then we cannot do anything with Bawumia because we don't know whether it's a verb, it's a pronoun, it's an adjective. We don't know whether Bawumia we should use an it or is or he or she to describe him. Put Bawumia in his place so that we can address Bawumia. Today you cannot tell us who Bawumia is. He needs to prove himself who he is. Bawumia is lost in his own shadow. He cannot boldly stand out and say, I'm an economist. Why should we vote for somebody who does not have confidence in himself? This guy is basically lost. He's lost in his own shadow. He cannot boldly stand outside and say, I'm an economist again. Why is he running from an economist? He needs to tell us that. And send a address. No. Because right now we don't know where to put him, where to fit him. Is he an it? Is he a she? Is he a he? What is Bawumia? A verb? A pronoun? A consonant? What does he represent? Because at a point, Mahmoud Bawumia was questioning Mr. Atta that he should prove to Ghanaians that he is an economist. Today we are asking you, you came into Ghana politics because they told us, you said that you are an economist, you work at the Bank of Ghana, the money is there, you can arrange our money, you can make sure our economy is stable. Why are you shying from what brought you into politics? Every single person in this world is basically an ambassador of digitalization because everybody's on TikTok. We are on Facebook. We are all using phones. We are able to send message. So we are all ambassadors of digitalization. You cannot claim digitalization. No, you need to tell us what brought you into politics. And the muchia mutuminka. And Bawumia, oh yeah, dear, what is Bawumia? I'm not saying who is Bawumia because right now I don't know where to put Bawumia. That is why I keep saying, what is Bawumia? Because if I know what he represents, I will say who is Bawumia. But I don't know whether it's an it, it's an is, it's an adverb. I don't know what Bawumia. What is Bawumia? And that is what you people have to be doing now. Be cleaning Bawumia for us to know where he stands. Is he a comedian, an economist? You need to know so that we can pose questions to him. That is why today he's receiving Cocoa reports. This is a guy who stood in Ghana every single platform to tell us that he is a master. His wife called him economic whiz kid. His borrowed wife called this guy a whiz kid in economics. Today we sit here and we cannot ask this guy who is Bawumia? What is he? What is Bawumia? He told us at a point that he would choose Ghana card over Swami Interchange.
We have today 16 million Ghanaians with unique identities. And that is a major transformation. A lot of people sometimes don't even appreciate what the impact of the Ghana card is. But if you gave me 1,000 interchanges and a Ghana card, I'll choose the Ghana card because it has more impact on development. We have today 16 million Ghanaians with unique identities. And that is a major transformation. A lot of people sometimes don't even appreciate what the impact of the Ghana card is. But if you gave me 1,000 interchanges and a Ghana card, I'll choose the Ghana card because it has more impact on development.
Given the resources at its disposal, one should expect at least 4 to 5 times.
And Kevin Ekobedu Terano, it was descend heavy on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and a Ghana Politics TV, so Mr. And then first time with a peer page with and Mr. So best subscribe update TV piano. My next update, Meko untumi edinkomo meko waba. It is subscribe mami na yeninkomo ewo Ghana Politics TV eso.